Well, this isn't what you necessarily would like to see first thing as you're coming out here to start the episode. It's pouring. It's not good. Not good. Welcome back, farmers and friends, to Misled Farms here as we continue our progress on No Man's Land. At the end of episode 2, we were left. I was just finishing up with some mowing tasks. The only thing I really did off camera after completing the mowing was went ahead and got everything windrowed up in anticipation of baling everything. But as you can see, it's raining. So we might wait for the rain to pass before we begin the baling. And prior to any of that stuff, I do want to go ahead and just say I apologize if episode 2 ended up being entirely way too long. I was trying to edit it down as much as I possibly could. I realized as I was going through the editing process, I realized that episode was just entirely way too long. And for that, I'm going to apologize. If you like the longer episodes where I kind of do a little bit more in-depth explaining of some things that I'm doing, such as precision farming, we spent a little bit of time talking about that. We had the hiccup with the tractor and the plow, which was just not a good look for the farm. Lost some street cred on that one, but we fixed the issue nonetheless. We got it all taken care of. We're moving right along. I'd like for you guys to like the video, smash the subscribe button, ring the bell so you don't miss any future episodes here, whether they're an hour long or whether they're 15 minutes long. Nonetheless, hope y'all are enjoying the content. Continue to drop some comments down below with some things that you would like to see us try to take on with this series here as we continue to work the land here on this map that is known as No Man's Land. I'm kind of floating in the air right now, and I'm not 100% certain why my flight mode is on. I did not turn that on, but I guess now is just as good of time as any to take a look at what potentially this next field is going to look like. So we mowed in this area over here. We took a swath just to the left as we're looking at it, just to the left of this rock here. Yeah, that's probably not going to end up being plowed in. We will move down this row right here, like this little windrowed area of grass, but then we're going to just kind of veer this way, and we're going to go out and around the rock, and then we're just going to basically go right up this what formerly was an old road. And this is some of the stuff too, I know I've mentioned it. So if you look throughout the map, you can kind of see these old faded out roads. And now from the series I did before, I had a lot of these roads I went back through and I kind of just did some landscape painting and I made them roads again. But I want to be a little bit more precise and a little bit more strategic with how we build this map out. Is the whole entire canvas of No Man's Land going to turn into a booming metropolis with farmland surrounding the outside of it? I don't know. I mean, sky's the limit, realistically, with this map, which is why I love this map. It's awesome. This map, Western Wilds, probably two of my favorite maps to start anything on because it is literally just create your own adventure and just have fun. Play the game the way you want to play it. Make your farm the way that you want to make it. Build the map out the way that you want to build it out. It's absolutely awesome. Again, I'll continue to drop the link to the mod hub down below in the description of every video I do for Farming Sim. Also, I do want to state, oh God, I'm sorry, I don't know what just happened to me right there. Felt like I was gonna choke. I'm okay, I have recovered. I will continue to drop the mod hub description or web link down below. Please do not get fooled by any fake make-believe mod hub website for Farming Simulator. Please, if you're going to access the website through the link down in the description, that it's safe to do so. I did make sure that that was in fact the right link. There are a couple other ones out there that just appear to be a little sketchy. So just make sure that you're at the actual Farming Simulator website for your mod needs for the game. Now, before I had my cough attack and nearly choked and had to cancel the rest of the video, the big thing with No Man's Land is, again, building the map out kind of the way that we want it. We can make it as precise or as not precise as we would like, which I thoroughly enjoy that. So that is going to be kind of what we look at doing here. Again, Western Wilds is another map that starts just like that, where the map is just this big open canvas. And then I wanted to lastly say that when I provide the links for the Farming Simulator website for modifications or mods that you can download or anything like that, it's not an affiliate link. I'm not affiliated with Giant Software Farming Simulator in any way. I'm just providing it for ease of access for you, the player. Quickly checking up on the mushrooms here. Yeah, they're still producing. They're still distributing, or I'm sorry, they're still selling, I should say. Distributing is not something that we're really getting into just yet because we don't really have anywhere for the mushrooms to distribute to. And then I want to check the status of our fermenting on the bales here. I think I can bale this grass out behind the house in the rain. I'm pretty sure it's going to be okay if I do. We're sitting at, might as well just call it 50%. The field, we finished that up this last time around. And we planted wheat. Looking good. Yield kind of has dropped a little bit, it looks like. 98% there. There we go. 100. Oh, yeah, the soil changes. That's going to do it. That's going to affect us a little bit. So with that is really all we have left for the month of September. So we mowed some grass. We windrowed some grass. We're going to hang on to this plow just for a little bit. If you're curious as to how we ended up with this plow, yeah, check out that whole debacle in the last episode. That was quite the trip for us. Sent me into a miniature state of panic that we weren't going to be able to actually plow our fields. In this rain right now, let's take a look. When does it stop raining? 1400, no, 1600, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Good Lord, are you kidding me? I mean, I could fast forward time, but I don't think that we're going to do that. What we can do in the meantime, in the interim, is return said windrower. We don't need that anymore. And I mean, maybe we just go ahead and lease the baler. What did we go with last time? We went with the Pottinger last time, I'm pretty sure. I can't remember which one we utilized last time. I like this one because it wraps the bales for us. So this does 120. This doesn't make sense to me. This does 125 to 180 centimeter bales, but only wraps 125 to 150. What? Maybe we just do 150 centimeter bales just in case it's affordable. My game is lagging. Just in case we can afford it, which I'm pretty sure we can. Look at that. Wow, isn't that fancy? Oh, bale on end turner. Okay, so it'll flip the bale onto its onto the flat end of the bale. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, well, we'll keep that in mind. Foil color just to be kind of different. We'll change that up. And to lease this $4,000. Fine, we'll do it. Doesn't matter to me. 140 horsepower. We're going to be kind of getting pretty close to that horsepower limitation again with our tractor. I don't feel like this is going to be a huge issue for us, though, just for the bale wrapper or the baler and wrapper purposes. But this is really going to expedite our work, which I'm looking forward to. Anytime we can save time on the farm is a good time. All right, we have the baler unfolded. We have everything lowered down. We'll go ahead and power this on. And away we go. We're probably going to have to come back around and do a little bit of cleaning up. Oh, this one. Oh, this is going to take us a little bit longer than I thought. Not too bad, though. I mean, not too bad. Oh, yeah. We're going to also need to turn on automatic drop. So that means what that does, that brings into play the need for a bale trailer. That is kind of a bummer. The good news is these bales are also going to be 3,500 liters as well. So that's a bonus, added bonus for us. So yeah, let me go ahead. Let me get all of these bales wrapped up. I'll give you guys a final count when we get them all baled, wrapped, and moved out. Yeah, I leased a auto loading bale trailer. So what? let's cruise around and let's see how many bales we're going to pull off this field. We got everything baled up, wrapped, done, ready, taken care of. I need to kind of align these bales just a little bit better on here so it doesn't look too crazy. I'm going to say we got probably pretty close to 12 bales on this field. Surprisingly, I didn't actually expect to get that much. There's 6, 7, there's 8 there. We got more than 12. We got way more than 12. I'm not going to say way more. I'm going to say probably right about 15 bales. I didn't actually count before I started loading all these up. Looks like we're going to end with 18, actually. Wow, 18 off that little plot that we mowed. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. That's good. I'm more than happy with that. All right, put that back into transporting position so we don't mysteriously lose all of our bales. We'll take these over here, put them up underneath the covered area that we have our other silage bales fermenting at. And then, yeah, that's it for September. I'm pretty sure we're going to be done. I'm not going to plow the field in September, I don't think. I do believe we still have one more month in which we can plant another crop. So plowing a field in this month is not really at the top of my priority list just yet. And let's make sure we have enough room to actually set these down in here. I love auto-loading trailers. They are awesome. They make life so much easier. We just slide them off the trailer like that. We lower them down to the ground. We unload bales there. We reset the trailer. We're done. Matter of fact, we can just disconnect, leave the trailer right there. We leased it anyways. You know what? Upon further thinking, what I would like to do... Oh, can we fit through here? Yeah. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. I would actually like to clean up these other bales so that they are not just scattered all over the place. So we will go ahead, collect those up. I'm just going to reorganize them a little bit better than what they currently are. I'm hoping the bales don't pick up through the wall. I didn't think about that initially. If they do, it's not a huge deal. But there we go. That is so much better. Well, matter of fact, let's just take them right around. We're going to store them on the same side that all the other bales are on. Yeah, that looks so much better. Now we actually kind of look like we know what we're doing. Anyways, we're going to head back to the house. I need to check the crop calendar before we do anything else. Make sure that it's actually safe to go to bed. And let's potentially move on to the month of October here. So we'll pull up here into the barn. Let's just run into the house real quick so we ain't standing out in the rain. And with that, let's take a look at the crop calendar. So we are in the final month for canola. And if we do go into October, the only crops that we have an option to plant are barley and another wheat field, which I'm not going to do just yet. Yeah, let's take a look and see what the difference is in price between canola and Ooh, my Lord. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I mean, canola is not bad to have. You can, eventually we'll put down an oil production point and we can do canola oil. We can do sunflower oil. But really, like barley, the only other production that barley is really good for is the grain mill to make barley flour, or you can put it into the cereal production, which also requires raisins, I think wheat, corn, and a few other things. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what we're going to do. Barley at its high point sells for $6.80. Canola at its high point sells for double that, basically. So, do we plow a field and then plant canola? Or do we plow the field and just kind of leave it vacant? I feel like leaving it vacant is leaving money on the table. So, oh man, decisions to be made. Not a fan. So wheat is going to be able to be harvested in July. If we were to plant canola in September, our canola field is not going to be able to be harvested until August. We own a harvester though, so it's not that big of a deal. I think we're going to let's just do it. We're going to plow the field, and then that is going to be our canola field. And I don't know. I don't think this is what I want to do. I don't think it's what I want to do. I would like to do a larger field for canola and eventually sunflowers. That way we can do the oil production point. You know what? Done. My mind is made up. I know exactly what we're going to do. We're going to October. And there we go. It is now the month of October. The wheat field is looking pretty good. Pretty good. Still looking at 122% yield in some areas. That is outstanding. That is going to be a big plus for us. Big plus for us to have that. Let's go down here all the way to the opposite end of the field. I just want to see what the yield values are looking like down here. Ooh, 78%. Now, that is probably because that's that loamy sand soil there. That's kind of a bummer. It is saying our nitrogen levels are still down, though. I don't understand why our nitrogen levels are saying that is down. I mean, I don't know. Our nitrogen is exactly where it needs to be for what it is that we have planted here. So I'm not 100% certain why it's saying that. I mean, I could probably run a test on this and like drive over top of this field with a fertilizer spreader, and I bet our nitrogen levels would go up, but I'm not going to spend that kind of money right now. We did make some pretty decent money overnight. We should have 9 bales. Oh, they're at 90%. No way. All right, well, then in the month of November, these will definitely be ready. And in the month of December, those silage bales will be ready. So again, if we go in here and we check prices of everything, we look at silage. Let's see if December is going to be a month. Oh, yeah, because remember, we talked about it in the previous episode, the prices are only going up, so December's not bad. We could probably even hold off until January. So, like, again, the winter months are going to be something that will probably occur off-screen. I'm not going to just sit here in the winter months and basically just run back and forth and sell off silage bales. There's going to be nothing else to do. We're only going to have 2 fields, and based off the crop calendar, there's going to be nothing to do with those 2 fields. Realistically, we don't even know if we're going to plant a second field. I don't even know if I want to do barley, but it's an option. It's there. We could do it. Yeah, we're probably going to end up doing it. I'm going to be completely honest. We're probably going to end up doing it. But I need to get busy in our tractor here. I also need to shut the door. Yeah, let's shut the door a little bit. Let's hook up to our plow that works in mysterious ways, as we found out. Let me get some lights on here. I can actually see what I'm doing. I'm going to roll over to the area that we just mowed. We're going to get that field plowed and get that ready to go for... Yeah, we're just going to plant barley. I mean, just to have something there. Yeah, we're not going to make much money off of it. And initially, I'm probably going to tip a lot of this into our silo system because we do have the mushrooms that are selling off. And speaking of money, let's take a look. Check it out. So because we leased this tractor, it now goes into the sales page. That is intriguing because we can sell this Massey Ferguson and basically afford this Massey Ferguson. Huh. They're saying it's got 18 months of use on it, but it's literally the tractor that we leased in the last episode when we were trying to fix our plow issue. 16.8 hours, 220 horsepower. What's it going to cost us to go? Oh, gross. But here's the thing. We don't necessarily need all of that horsepower. But I don't want to spend $75,000 to basically get the same horsepower that we currently have. It doesn't make sense. Financially, I just don't think it's a smart decision for us to make. Oh, it does look really nice, though. It does look really nice. The option is there. Let's just leave it at that. The option is certainly there to upgrade the tractor if we so choose to do so in this episode. But for right now, we need to get set up for plowing these fields. Let's go ahead and let's unfold said plow. Let's get lined up here, make sure that we're going to be where we need to be for doing what we need to do. That's looking pretty good about right in there. Create fields, Drop the plow down, and away we go. So this is going to be, oh God, look how good this works now with this little cheaty method of using this plow. Oh, hang on. Tree. Yeah, so I'm not going to take my time to really cut this tree down. So what we're going to do is I'm going to activate one of my favorite buttons in the whole entire game. We're going to stare at this tree hard enough until it just, like, eventually it'll just, yep, it's gone. It just disappears. I think we have one other tree that we're going to need to do the same thing to. If you have, this is the easy developer mod. If you turn on delete objects input, be careful. Don't stare at your tractor and accidentally hit the delete button, or have your tractor close to the item that you're looking to delete. Speaking from experience, your tractor will go away. You will delete your tractor, and then there's no like undo on that action. It just goes away. So use caution if you're going to use delete objects. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to finish plowing this field. I will catch up with you when this work here is done. That's a wrap for plowing that field. That did not take us very long at all. That's this field here is probably, I mean, slightly larger than the field we have. This sits out front of the house, but nonetheless, it's a second field. Things to do remaining for this field that we just plowed is basically just soil samples, and then it's going to be kind of a repeat of last episode where once we get all the soil samples taken, we're going to have to throw some lime down, get some fertilizer put down just so we can initially get the soil set up for where we need it. I gotta double check it again. It is the last month for planting barley, so taking that into consideration, knowing that our seeder was a little bit skosh there, it took us quite a while to seed that last field. This is where the dilemma comes in for what do we do for a tractor, because 125 horsepower for this seeder here. Oh, man. Like, I am so tempted to get that other Massey Ferguson right now. So tempted. It's $69,000. Let's just call it $70,000 for easy math. We can sell our other tractor for 52. Might as well just call it 53. So that gives us $89,000. And then we come back and we buy this. It still leaves us with $20,000 left in the bank, but the problem is the engine size. It is nowhere near what we need it to be. Oh, it sucks. And then if we want to use the Izaria Pro Compact, which is, again, the built-in crop sensors, it's another $15,000. This isn't a huge deal. Like, we don't necessarily need that right away, but man, I want it. We just can't do it. We just can't afford it. It's right now. It just financially, it's not a smart decision. We got to make smart decisions. Damn it. We need to make money. Some would say in order to make money, you got to spend money. Well, they've never played Farming Sim, where the early game is an absolute grind, and it's extremely hard to make money sometimes. The greenhouse is definitely doing its thing for us. Like, that is a lifesaver for us right now, having that around. I'm going to actually just leave this plow right there. Truth be told, we could probably turn this plow back in. I think we're pretty much done with it. I mean, we've done what we need to do as far as putting fields in. We have the field out back. This field here is actively growing. Yeah, I need to make some decisions here, and I need to make them quick on what it is that we actually want to do. I got to take another look at our financials here. Like, that trailer's worth $1,000. Are you serious? Like, you got to be kidding me, man. This weight's probably worth $21. Yeah, just go. Get out of here. Just go away. Our truck, $780 for just our truck. I'm trying to find any way possible. $2,000 for a harvester. That's all we're going to make off of that. That is insane. That is insane. Yeah, we just can't do it. We just don't have the money for it. That's crazy. We just don't have the money for it. We could probably, I mean, we could lease something, but it's going to blow our budget. Oh, it's going to hurt. I mean, hurt to lease something when realistically we don't need to be leasing anything. I mean, I kind of like this Fent right here, or this Claas 205. Oh, let me go back to it. Where is it? It's right there. This Claas right here. 205 stock. We wouldn't have much of an issue with that. What would it cost? $9,000 just to lease it. But here's the other side of it, though. If we lease it, it probably shows up in the sales page. You know what I'm saying? We leased it. We leased the Claas. We did it. It's beautiful. All right, so we need to hook up to our seeder here. We are going to plant that field, and we got to figure out something. First of all, I got to get this Massey Ferguson out of the way. Get out of the way. You're no longer needed for right now anyways. I mean, you're still needed, just not right now. You, on the other hand, you fine beauty. Oh, here we go. This is going to be so nice to be able to just kind of zoom right across this field. Now, I'm probably doing this a little out of sequence from how we did it in the previous episode. I think the last episode, I limed and fertilized the field first, and then I planted the crop, which is probably what I should do again. But we'll figure it out. So I already am full on seed. We already have 600 liters in here, so that is good. That's where we need to be. We'll cruise back here to the field. Oh, I didn't take my soil samples. Come on, man. It's always something around this farm. If it's not, you know, the equipment doesn't work, it's gotta take soil samples. Heaven forbid we didn't take a soil sample in our field back here. However, I'm digging, absolutely digging the 3-point attach on the front of this tractor. How I miss that. All right, the soil sampling process is complete, and I gotta say, I am kind of really liking this Claas. We might have to call an audible here and perhaps break our rule about taking a loan. Yeah, it very well could become a thing. All right, soil samples have been analyzed. Let's take a look at what we have currently in that field. Good Lord, the nitrogen, as I kind of expected, it's pretty low. The pH, we're gonna definitely need some lime. And we're looking at silty, clay, and loam. So that's actually not too bad, because based off the wheat field here, The loam section is where we have 122% yield with 125% possible yield. So all of this right here could potentially be 100 north of 100%. I'm not going to try to put an exact number to it, but it could be pretty high. Silty clay, yeah, I don't know. Maybe not so much, but nonetheless, soil samples are done. We know what we're dealing with. We know what we need to do. Let's go ahead and drop the soil sampler here. Now, here's what I want to take a look at doing. In all honesty, in all seriousness, I definitely want to take a look at this tractor. $181,000. Good night. That's going to be the size of a loan that we've already taken, which is just going to put us further in debt with the bank. But what I would like to do, I mean, the horsepower is good for right now. The horsepower is something that we can always upgrade later at our own farm via the workshop. We can go ahead and return that, though. Yeah, so the bank, right? What's the max that we can even take? Can't take anything. Oh, no. Oh, no. All right, so, okay, that's probably good. It's probably a good thing. I can't borrow anything from here either. Oh, boy. All right, so I'm going to say that that's probably better. It keeps us from making some irrational decisions right now. Let's just go ahead and do the things that we know that we need to do, which is hook up to this, change that to canola. Good to go there. Unfold. So the seeder is ready to rock. I'm going to roll over here. We're going to go ahead and get this field seeded, which is going to take us through probably the majority of the morning for the month of October. And then, honestly, ladies and gentlemen, after we spread lime and we spread fertilizer, we're done for the month of October. We are officially going to move into the month of... What? What do you mean? Did I misinterpret? Yes. Fine. We'll just do freaking barley then. Dang it. That's totally... That is all on me. All right. Barley. Barley it is. Whatever. Don't care. Good Lord. 160 seeds. Our seed rate is super low, which is good. We want that to be low. It means that we're not utilizing a lot of seed to plant this field. So that's a positive. That's a big positive. This could work out pretty well. I mean, preferably I would have rather have done canola. It's going to make us more money. I think I was just getting a little too excited, thinking about maybe taking another loan out and purchasing better equipment than what we currently have. But yeah, here we are with a rented Claas that is just, for us, is a workhorse compared to our Massey Ferguson right now. Would love to have it. Go ahead and turn the working lights on here so I can actually see what we're doing so I don't miss anything. But yeah, I'm going to just kind of maneuver around here, get this field seeded. And yeah, I'll see you guys when we start the liming and the fertilizing. So the field is seeded. Now we need to go out here and take a look at how the lime application is going to go for this field. I bought a little extra lime just to be on the safe side. I don't necessarily think we're going to use all 5,900 liters that we currently have loaded, but you never know. It very well could be the case. So we'll go ahead, we'll get this started. And then we can see we're looking pretty good, Not burning through it by any stretch of the imagination, but we're still using a pretty fair amount of it. We actually did not end up needing to reload the seeder either, so that was nice. 600 liters was enough to do the field. I think we have like just over 200 liters of seed left, so we're looking good on seed. I mean, I think we have enough seed remaining on the farm. If we were to put another small field in, we'd have enough seed to get that taken care of. But yeah, we just don't have anything else that we really need to be seeding right now. I did extend this field out just a little bit more than what I originally intended to. I got to looking at it and I'm like, there was still plenty of room to go on this parcel of land that we own. So I figured I might as well just go ahead and make the most out of the space that we have. So we extended it out just a little bit, not a whole lot. I don't think it's going to be a huge difference, but yeah, nonetheless, taking care of this field here, pretty much just got to lime it, fertilize it, and that's it. Like, literally, the month of October's here and gone already. It's done. We're moving into the winter months. We're going to make a little bit more money because all we're really going to be doing is just kind of monitoring everything. If we need to do applications of fertilizer, we will. We shouldn't, but we can. Weed control is going to be the next big thing I need to keep an eye out for. We cannot afford the see and spray. So the applications of herbicide is going to get a little dangerous for us. We also are going to need to mod our tractor because we need to put the skinny wheels on so we don't do any crop destruction when we spray herbicide. So yeah, realistically, it's just going to be a little bit of maintenance throughout the wintertime months. Well, I shouldn't say we barely. We use 5,000 liters of lime just on that small little field right there. But the lime application is done. So that makes the first portion of this process a bit of a breeze, really. Let's go ahead and unload our lime right there. And let's get loaded up with some fertilizer. We didn't have very much fertilizer there. Let's go ahead and fill up with this one. Hopefully that's a full thing of fertilizer. We might have to buy some more fertilizer. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and purchase fertilizer right now because I don't trust that we have enough. Let's go over here to our liftable pallets and bags mod, and let's just we might as well just do 2 so we know that we have enough. I'm thinking we're only gonna need to fill up with 1 of these though, and that's gonna be plenty of fertilizer to finish off this field over here. Now, when we get over, I am going to need... I'm wondering if we're going to automatically detect the crop that has been planted. I also did a little bit of landscape painting. We now have a little bit of a weird little pathway back to here. I didn't go any farther up because I don't necessarily know what I'm going to do with this area that I'm currently driving through, so I didn't want to do too much with it and then mess myself up for later. All right. Now the part that I'm actually very curious about. Let's see. Does it automatically pick up it? Barley on loam. It sure does. Awesome. This perfect. Absolutely perfect. All right, so we'll get resituated here and then go ahead and turn on the fertilizer spreader and let's make our way. We are absolutely burning through the fertilizer right now, ladies and gentlemen. Cranking through it. We've used it's gonna roughly be 1,000 liters of fertilizer just doing the first little headland area there. Let's go ahead and make another pass here. Yeah, we should have, I mean, we're gonna have plenty of fertilizer left over to get this whole entire field done. I will say it's definitely a larger field than what we had previously with the wheat field, just because of the fact 5,000 liters of lime. Yeah, this field is, compared to what we currently have out front of the house, this field is significantly larger based off the numbers that I'm seeing here for fertilization usage and also for the lime usage. So we just have a small area at the end of the field here that we need to clean up. And just like that, this field's done, primed, ready to go for the growing season. This is awesome. This is going to be awesome. And we can take a look too and see what our expected yields are going to be. I am just going to go pass over this field one more time just to make sure that we are at all of our target values for barley on these different soil settings. It's looking like we're pretty good. I don't think there's going to be a need to really do any more fertilizing. That's it. That's done. All right. Too easy. Go ahead, turn a fertilizer spreader off. 122%. Good Lord. Precision farming's being good to us so far. 122%. 88%. Remember the silty clay. Loam. A 40% difference in yield just between two soil types. It's insane. It's crazy, but that's precision farming right there for us. That's what it does. That is what it does. So we will pull back around here and offload the remaining bit of fertilizer that we have. We will detach from the fertilizer spreader because we no longer need that. We unfortunately had to return the cloth. I was not thrilled. I hated to see it go. I will say though, if we were going to get the cloth, I would definitely do the engine upgrade, as like it was much better performing with the Cedar than the Massey Ferguson was. But there was still a little left to be desired even with the cloth. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, October is done. I know I've said that about 4 different times throughout this whole entire video, but October is over with. I'm going to do us a favor right now. I'm just going to save the game. And I think what we're going to do is advance to the month. That went up to 123% in that one little spot. Oh, I cannot wait. Cannot wait. I would anticipate November being a month in which we are going to have weeds growing in this field. And I don't necessarily think our barley field is going to be growing any weeds this early on. But yeah, let's go to the month of October. Or we're already in the month of October, misled. Come on, get with the program. Shut the door. Go to bed. The Yeti. The Yeti is out there. It might be a Yeti. I don't know. It very well could be Bigfoot. Who knows? Who knows what it is? Or who it is. All right. We've made money. Not surprisingly, we've made money. Turn my flashlight on. $47,000. Let's take a look at the financials. Looking good on the loan so far. We've made, what, 3 payments now to this point? Yeah, pretty much 3 payments to this point. Let's take a look here and see how much money did we make last month. So we made $35,000 in sold products for the month of October. And going into November, we've already made $11,000. So we're actually not making money that quickly. I will say that. Now, we've spent some money with leasing equipment and doing everything that we need to do. So that is, yes, that is hurting us. I shouldn't say hurting us. That is a factor. But we're not making money as quick as I initially thought we were going to, which is good. That's comforting. I didn't want to just completely blow the game up. Why did I not return this? These are the stupid mistakes that we're making on misled farms right now that's costing us extra money. Get out. Go away. We don't need it. Ugh. I don't know what that cost me for the overnight deal, but no weeds yet. No weeds yet. Okay, let's go see how the other field is looking. Get out of here, deer. Stop eating my fields. The old barley field. Looking good. looking good. Looks identical to wheat. It's very hard to distinguish the two from each other. And lastly, we need to go check on silage bales, and then we are going to likely close out this episode right here. Early on in the month of November, we got some stuff to do. There's also some things I want to take a look at. Possibly explore the options of doing some different stuff. 88%, 100% officially silage. So we got to get this sold off. 9 bales are ready to rock. Likely going to hold on to these all until December and then take them all up in one trip, or I should say 2 trips, because depending on the size of the bale trailer, we're not going to be able to get all of these on here. We have what? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, plus 9, 27 bales. We could probably get all 27 in one trip. I'm sure we can figure out a way to take care of that. Last thing I'm going to check up on here first thing in the morning is the mushrooms. Looking good. I don't even know why I'm really concerned about checking in on the mushrooms. They have automatic irrigation. There's nothing for us to do with them. But friends and farmers, that's going to do it for this episode here on No Man's Land. Progress is being made. Money's being made. Not too quickly, which is a good thing. Hope you all are enjoying the content. Look forward to chatting with you in the next episode. Y'all take care. Later.